Virgin train, but on a Transcontinental Express. I wanted to be on a Virgin train today because I'm very delighted to meet this man over here. This is Sam. Hello, Sam.
Yeah.
You are a designer for the Virgin Trains Group.
Yes.
Which means you design what?
So, anything and everything that's got the Virgin Trains logo in it, to be honest with you. There's me and a team of 6 or 7, and we do everything from train liveries to train interiors to first class lounges to posters to advertising.
We were at York Station earlier, and an East Coast service went through, and you were telling us about the sort of the red sort of swishing design that goes down the side of the train.
So we took a bit of a nod to the original Intercity Swallow livery on the Class 91. So you've kind of got the extended headlight, silver line for the headlights. You've got what we call the Zorro mask around the driver's side window, which are all kind of hints back to what Intercity did. Ray has this big idea that and I have too, really, that the livery should work with the architecture of the vehicle. So it's not just about whacking colours on the side, it's actually about looking at the shapes and styles and corners and cuts of the original architecture and the structure of the vehicle to create a design that complements and contrasts all the shapes that are going on there. And then along the vehicle, along the carriages itself, we decided to do something that felt very Virgin. So we've kind of got this red swoosh effect that goes up at the end of every carriage and down at the end of the next one, and it kind of creates a wave-like effect that is in one direction as far as the buffet car through first class, and changes direction to go the other way through standard class. So if you're standing at say Durham or something like that, and a Virgin East Coast train comes racing through, what you'll actually see is a series of red flashes, and it's almost hypnotic. You can't look away from it.
On the email to Sam, I said, could you just bring along some Virgin branded goodies? And he's given me a new Virgin Azuma train, which is a USB stick. So, but this is a perfect segue into, gosh, so tell us about the new Azuma trains. What are they, when are they coming, what can you tell us?
They're due in towards the end of 2018, replacing all of the stock that we currently run. It's just exciting new Japanese technology. So Hitachi, although they have entered the UK rail market, they use the Class 395 Javelins, which you guys have been on. This is their kind of second big push into the industry. For us as Virgin, we always try to put a bit of personality behind our trains. So for example, the Pendolino is named as such because it comes from the Italian word pendolo, which means basically pendulum. So it swings, so it's pendolino, tilt, that kind of thing. So the obvious one for us was delving into the Shinkansen, the bullet train technology that Hitachi are using to build the Class 800, Class 801. So we kind of said, well, what can we do that feels Japanese? So we started to look at Japanese words and things like that. And Azuma stuck out because it's the Japanese term for the eastern regions of Japan. We kind of said, well, from the Far East to the East Coast, so let's take the Azuma name and call our trains Azuma and tie in to that Japanese kind of culture and heritage that go with the train. And then the livery itself is inspired by the way the wind moves over the surface of the train itself. So it looks like the train's going at high speed even when it's just sitting in the station.
When can we expect to see the first Azuma on the network?
Towards the end of 2018.
Monday, the 24th of July, and the lovely people at Virgin Trains have invited us to take a look behind the scenes, and we're here with Brian. So you're the chef on board, and this is your domain.
It is.
This is where the magic happens.
All of it.
How many people typically per day do you have to cater for?
40 to 50 normally.
Okay.
Some of the trains is up to 100, perhaps 110.
And how long have you been working as a chef for
As a
Virgin?
chef
Yeah.
for Virgin,
Yeah.
2 years.
Were you a chef before you worked
I
for
was,
Virgin as well?
I've always been a chef.
Okay, okay. What's been the difference as a chef working for Virgin?
Well, that's the only difference really, you're moving, that's it. Everything else is just like a normal kitchen. 2 ovens, very good ovens.
There's a potato in
That's
this.
my potato, that's my lunch. You can have them on bake or steam or half and half.
Okay.
Very good ovens, very fast. Fridge, it's the same fridge all the way under here. Cupboard for bits and bobs, plates, grill, everything you want.
So it's really compact. Do you run a tight ship? Is it just
Well, you have to
doing
be
the
very
cooking?
tidy, yeah.
Okay. Is it just you doing the cooking, or
Yes,
is it
no,
ever
just one person.
Just
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is the best thing about being a chef on the moving train?
Free travel.
So So that was the kitchen, but I'm now here with Ian, and you are the development chef for Virgin. So you are responsible for putting the menus together. You spoke earlier a little bit about, so I'm enjoying some very delicious orange polenta cake, and the different businesses that you work with to produce these items.
Yeah, we work with local companies. We try to keep the food British and local suppliers.
What has been the most experimental thing that you've added to the menu, would you say?
This is quite interesting. The poppadoms with the chutneys. We've got banana ketchup. So there's a company we use called Rubies in the Rubble who make the banana ketchup, and they use our bananas that got bruised, and obviously we're not going to serve them in first class, so they recycle those and make the banana ketchup. They also make the apple chutney for our cheese and biscuits on the evening from the apples that got bruised and damaged.
Yeah.
That's a good product.
So we're in the great Virgin shop. This is Asim. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing?
Welcome. This is like your domain. This is like your patch.
That's it, yeah.
You're the master. A lot of people, they still call it the buffet or the buffet, don't they? But you're more than that, because down in the shop area here, come on down, Vicky. Yes, sir, come on down. What have we got?
It's basically snacks. This is more of entertainment cupboards. You've got playing cards, you've got newspapers, you've got magazines, and a trolley service, so if you want to stay at your seat, you've got a trolley too.
What happens if you do sell out of a product?
Sometimes if you're going long distance, like say to Glasgow somewhere, we've got places like Preston where you can order more between the two stations.
Oh, okay, so you do you phone ahead, or do you
phone ahead, or you can email, or you can text, or whatever.
A question I've always wanted to know, obviously we have, you can pay by chip and pin now, obviously, it's not just cash.
Contactless, yeah.
What if you're going through a tunnel at the time?
Yeah, well,
there's a couple of long... Well, how does it connect to the outside
no
world
idea
of the
about the
tunnel?
technical side of it, sorry.
And then again, this might be a slightly sensitive question, but obviously we're from London, where on London Transport, on the tube, alcohol is banned. Here you're actually selling it. So, I mean, what happens when it's a Saturday, there's been a football match?
Certain trains, we do dry trains sometimes.
Really?
We don't sell alcohol, we're not allowing.
When are the dry trains? I did not know this. When are the dry trains?
Certain trains, they obviously know upstairs, but we'll know when we book on, they'll tell us. When we book on for work, say your train's going to be a dry train, so just keep that shutter shut, and then we don't sell any alcohol on that train.
But normally, is it at your discretion? If somebody comes up and they're clearly inebriated, do you ever say no?
Yeah, definitely.
You turn them down?
Yeah, definitely. If there's someone's intoxicated and you don't feel that they'll be like angry, or like they'll get drunk, they'll throw up something, then yeah, of course you can refuse them, yeah.
It's got that power to say no.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I have a beer, please?
No.
Hey! Somewhere else that we've come to, and that's the Hitachi factory, who make trains. And I always say it's a good day whenever you're wearing PPE. So, but today we've got a blue vest on. We've got the safety goggles and the hat.
And the shoes.
I've even got some PPE shoes on. And we're going to go and see where they're building some trains. Whoa. This is Nina. Hello, Nina.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You're the communications manager
Yes.
for Hitachi.
This is where we build the trains. So this is the main manufacturing area where we're building the trains.
But on a weekday, presumably this is a hive of activity, and
Yeah,
there's many people.
There's
How
over 1,000 people working here at the minute.
Whoa!
So yeah.
And we've come on a very quiet Sunday.
Yeah.
I might have to touch the trains.
Yeah. Don't scratch them.
Actually, don't want to touch it because it's all clean and new. Like when you get a new toy at Christmas or your birthday and you don't want to play with it, because the minute you play with it, it's then, you know. How long before this gets dirt and grime all over it? And dead flies as well.
We're building 122, 80, 300 trains, which are our high-speed trains, which are the ones you can see here. The first group that we're building are destined for Great Western, and then we'll start building the Virgin's Azuma ones once we've finished with the Great Western ones.
So let me get this right. So it's the same basic shell of train,
Yes.
but I'm guessing that GWR and Virgin have got slightly different modification specifications.
Yeah, they're basically the same train. They're slightly different. So they're branded differently, obviously, and they'll have different seating arrangements potentially. The catering's slightly different. So Great Western aren't having a walk-up bar, I don't think, and then Virgin are going to have a walk-up bar catering area.
Okay. But at the moment, when they're in this sort of basic grey shell, what name are you giving them? Because Virgin, according to the Azumas,
Yes,
the great
for
name.
us they're AT300. So we Hitachi produce. AT stands for aluminium train, not AT. AT, aluminium train.
Okay.
AT100 is like a metro type. AT200 is a commuter one, like the ScotRail trains that we're building over there.
Okay.
AT300 is high speed, and AT400 is the vision for very high speed, like a HS2 type.
As they go down the line,
Yes.
something new is added at each
Yes.
stage. Is that right?
Yeah, so we'll start off with, I don't know, wiring and flooring being done. Then the next section we'll do sort of more of the underfloor. There's some sections, that section there for ScotRail has 3 levels where it does underfloor, it does the train level, it does the ceiling stuff as well, so I'm putting the pantograph on and that sort of thing.
So we've come inside one of the units. So as you said, the shells turn up from Japan, and this one you think has just had a couple of days' work
Yeah.
done to it. So in 2 days, what's this had done to it?
So they've put the insulation on, and they've started putting some panelling in. They've put the flooring down. You can see the flooring's not done down there, but they've started putting the flooring in. Insulation. This panelling work's been put on, and this wiring's been started as well. So I'm guessing probably 2 or 3 days' work.
Our friend Sam that we interviewed will be salivating, looking at this plain grey train, thinking, how can I design a big red thing and then to brand it up. But what I want to ask you about, quickly touch upon, is the test track. Because I said to you as we drove in, I said, oh, is there a test track? Again, I've been looking for it on Google Images and I hadn't seen it, and then you revealed to me and I realised now the test track runs alongside?
Yeah, alongside the branch line, the Bishop Auckland line.
So did I not see that at the window today? So there's another separate track next to the
just
running line.
alongside it,
And
yeah.
how long does it run for?
It's only 5 kilometres long.
Oh, so what station? It doesn't go all the way to Bishop Auckland, does it?
No, it's just on this bit along here.
Between what, Shildon down to Darlington?
Between Heighington and Darlington, I think.
Okay, but presumably you don't get a chance to get them up to full speed.
No, they've got a maximum speed limit of 15 miles an hour.
15.
So we do a lot of tests. A lot of testing that we do is static testing. So once it's done statically, we then do it on the test track at 15 miles an hour. So you're doing it at our speed, and then when it leaves here and joins the branch line and then the main line, it will do it at 100 miles an hour.
And you're saying you have already had people interested standing on the bridge,
Yeah.
watching to see the new units come out
Yeah.
to be tested up and down.
Yeah.
How often is that happening at the moment?
Well, a lot of people that are interested in them have been following the progress throughout, so they know that it's usually a Friday afternoon that there'll be a new train going out.
So once a week on a Friday, it's
Yeah.
like a... Hang on, so some spotters or enthusiasts are already trying to spot them even before they've had their official designation.
Yes.
That's like early spotting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's keen.
Yeah.
You ready?
Dedication.
That is proper dedication. So coming soon to a Virgin train line, we think what, by 2018? Near you. Imagine this in red branded Virgin on your Azuma trains. Can I take my glasses off now?
No, you're in a hard hat area.
I am in a hard hat area. If that train fell on my head, this hat would protect me. There you go, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks for your Please travel Virgin
Did you
again.
put the lid on properly, Jeff? That's a hot beverage. Safety.